See that? There is a place down there. We very much want to enter, but nothing we've tried has worked. There is, however, one kind of animal that can get inside. It is extremely difficult to catch. We went to great lengths to capture one. It is very clever. It has a fair degree of intelligence and can even be trained.
What is it?
You'll find out soon enough.
Unit 401.
If you can complete this task, I'll explain the scientific principles behind the Otherworld Tower. The secrets I know, and the place I am headed, are far beyond anything in the Otherworld Tower.
You know, capturing it cost
the lives of over 100 of our Japanese comrades. Our lighting equipment was inadequate then. We couldn't see it in the dark, and had to feel our way around to catch it. Whatever you need, ask Mr. Tanaka. He'll equip you immediately. But if you fail to tame it, please don't come out again.
If I manage to tame it, will you let me leave?
We Japanese are true to our word.
The mighty Empire of Japan has nothing to fear from a nobody like you. Tame it successfully, and I'll let you leave.
I'll tame it.
I look forward to your results.
One more thing. Be sure to remember, when you sleep at night, stay well away from it.
How much farther?
About another li, I'd say.
You are not playing me, are you?
There is something I haven't told you.
What is it?
I was the Otherworld Patriarch. I was one of his followers.
You've met him.
Number. After I was crippled, someone duped me into joining his sect.
What did you do after joining?
I built walls. I've seen that high wall you mentioned.
How much do you know about the tower?
Nothing, really. I left after only a couple of days. I'd realized something terrible must have happened inside. That was why they were walling off the entire tower.
Of course.
That is also how I learned.
There was an underground river beneath the Otherworld Tower, so you left before you learned anything about the sect.
Why would I stay? Besides, if the Otherworld Patriarch were truly that powerful, he should have foreseen something would happen in the tower. He wouldn't have needed us to build walls and seal the tower off.
Nothing gets past you, Third Master. Impressive.
My legs may be crippled, but my mind isn't. Let's go. Wait. The leaves on this side have more dew on them. The air is damper. Go this way.
Stop.
Light it. And watch where the smoke goes.
There. I hear water. The current is swift. It must be an underground river.
Then it should be the one beneath the Otherworld Tower. But I couldn't say whether the Japanese passed through here.
The earth is loose and the rocks unstable. If we blast through, it could easily collapse. You brought me here for a reason, Third Master. You must have a way.
Down there. The current isn't the only danger. There are hidden rocks everywhere. I've been reading the terrain all along and found that the underground river has a raised ridge here, like a dragon's spine. That means there must be a natural stone dam below.
You haven't even gone down there. Yet you already know what lies in the river. You truly are an old hand.
Isn't it obvious? Look at the terrain. A descending ridge crosses a watercourse here. Where they cross, there must be a stone dam. Anything carried down from the upper reaches We'll get stuck at that very spot. This magnetic snare is an old gold prospector's device. Lower it through this crack. If the Japanese dropped anything made of iron upstream, the magnet will draw it up. Of course, whether this works depends on your skill and luck, Master Deng.
This is your specialty. Third master. I wouldn't presume to show off before you.
Number. My gout has been acting up. My wrist hurts badly.
You do it.
Master Zhang, you've clearly never seen how a starving beggar picks grains of rice from a pavement crack. Brute force won't work.
You have to do it like this.
Brace your little finger against the edge.
Keep your index and middle fingers 3 hao apart. Feel the speed of the current. Wait for the right moment, then flick your wrist.
Like this. Too hard, and you crush the grain. Too light, and you come up empty-handed. Back when I lived on the streets of Changsha, this very trick kept me alive in the gutters for 3 years. But no matter. We've got plenty of time and magnets.
Keep practicing.
It may be a beggar's trick, but it can save your life when it counts. A Far East conquest medal. The Japanese did use this route.
In that case,
My men will find out.
where this river leads.
You are here. Why didn't you let me know you were back? I hear the Mystic Nine even held a meeting. How did it go?
Have you been working for the Japanese all along?
You underestimate me. I've always looked out only for myself. Did you leave marks down there?
Impressive, Monsieur.
You actually found it.
Now, I won't have to go down myself.
So this really is what you wanted. What exactly is it?
You brought it out yourself, yet you don't know what it is.
Sand. I don't know.
Did you see magic inside the Otherworld Tower? This is the secret behind it. With this, I have nothing to fear from Zhang Qishan.
It is time you kept your promise.
These are the Huo clan's IOs. Your clan's debt to me is wiped clean. But while the financial debt is settled, you and I have now incurred another debt by colluding with the Japanese. It may seem you can part ways with me, but in truth, we're bound more tightly than ever.
The Huo clan isn't afraid to take you down with us.
It needn't come to that. Working with the Japanese doesn't always end badly. Don't worry. I guarantee that if you do your utmost, the Huo clan will survive. Of course, only the Huo clan will.
What are you going to do to the Mystic Nine?
Master Chen Sui.
No need to leave. Xiangu and I are in the same boat. She is already in too deep. Isn't that right, Xiangu?
Master Chen Sui, our men have caught up with GTGC. We can strike at any time.
Then kill him. Don't hesitate.
Yes.
Ding Qiansui.
There is no need to be so surprised. Tizu is only the first. The second will follow soon. Then the third. Xiangu, if you tell anyone, what you and I have done will come to light. You have no place in the Mystic Nine or in Changsha. How about this? Let's devise a grand plan today. Once Taizu is dead, Zhang Qishan will be furious. You and I will both be in danger.
But don't worry.
I always keep something in reserve. I learned that in the palace. With this treasure you brought me, Yoshiyuki Hatoyama and I will be Zhang Qishan's undoing.
Master Zhang, Xiaojing has uncovered Ying Qiansui's entire background. He is no ordinary man. He has changed his citizenship. Legally speaking, he is now an American.
Tell me everything.
Ding Qiansui, formerly Ding Shichang, was a native of Changsha. He became a eunuch at the palace at 8, serving in the imperial kitchen. During the Guangxu reign, there was a Belgian missionary in the palace named Joseph Vanderburg. He supplied Empress Dowager Cixi with Western pastries. Ding Qiansui went to great lengths to ingratiate himself with him. Through that connection, he secured work procuring supplies outside the palace. At 13, Ding Qiansui followed Joseph Vanderburg to Shanghai. He first sought the protection of the Belgians at a church in the French concession. Soon afterward, he made contact with the Southern Presbyterian Church and wormed his way into a post at Guangxi Hospital. That same year,
he was baptized, took the Christian name Samuel Ding, and formally began studying theology.
Then, under a special provision for church members, he applied for special registration and formally became a U.S. citizen at 16. When he returned to the palace with that status, he became even more influential. Everyone had to show him respect.
A palace eunuch. transformed himself into an American citizen. No ordinary man could have pulled that off.
When the Qing dynasty fell, he immediately fled with palace silver and turned to the Americans at 42. The Americans arranged for him to come to Changsha. On the surface, he ran a foreign trading firm, but in secret, he laundered money for the Americans. But the Americans didn't trust him either. They kept him away from important business, unable to profit from it. He had no choice but to secretly court the Japanese.
The stars and stripes in one hand, the Japanese flag in the other. If we move against him, we may provoke both consulates.
Master Zhang, there's one more thing. He is no longer at Taihei House. Once we left the Otherworld Tower, he moved into Baihua Benevolence Hall. Since then, he hasn't shown his face.
Ding Qiansui must have realized we'd uncovered his ties to the Japanese, so he went into hiding. To get to him now, we'd have to storm the consulate. Once it causes an uproar, the American consulate will undoubtedly intervene. Then this matter will become a diplomatic incident.
That is why I came to you.
You came to me, not for my wits, but because you are desperate to save Wu Laogou, right? Has your opinion of Wu Laogou changed? Why don't you tell me first what kind of man you think he is now? How has your view of him changed?
I want to live. I want food on the table.
And the chance to live with dignity! I'll trust you one more time.
You'd better catch it. I believe there is a 1 in 10 chance you'll protect the Mystic Nine. I'll bet on that chance. I'll help you.
He is brave and resourceful with a pure heart. Though he is not well educated.
Given your usual temperament, you'd never be so reckless as to move against Ding Qiansui like this. You've come to agree with me. Laogou is vital to the Mystic Nine.
He is indeed.
So difficult as this may be, it isn't impossible. First, we need to make them think Ding Qiansui is a spent pawn, but one that still has some use.
Ninth Master, what should we do?
30 years ago, smallpox ravaged Beiping. Bodies lay piled at the ends of alleys, uncollected for days. Though cowpox inoculation is now available, the disease hasn't been eradicated. Once the disease breaks out, everyone will panic. The church won't keep him there. They'll send him to a hospital at once.
As far as I know, the church has its own hospital in Changsha.
Yes, but more than one. Saint Marie Hospital is run by foreigners. Puji Hospital, on the other hand, is nominally affiliated with the church, but is actually run by the local authorities. As long as Ding Qiansui is sent to Puji, once he is beyond the church's protection, he'll be in our hands. Giving Ding Qiansui real smallpox won't be easy, but
what has Zhang Qishan been up to?
He sent several groups of men to scout your residence. I hear he even checked your household registration.
He must have been shocked to learn I am an American citizen. Now, even if he wants to move against me, there is nothing he can do. I'd love to see that defeated look on his face.
The paper is coated with musk and aconite ointment, putting up a blessing. It smells like rice paste. A blessing. Go away.
Once it touches the skin, go away. The medicine will slowly seep in. Whose child is this? Within 3 to 5 days. Go. Blisters and swelling will appear. I am sorry.
Looking almost identical to smallpox, you let just anyone come near me? Had that been one of Zhang Qishan's men, wouldn't I already be dead? Keep your eyes open, you useless servant.
Yes, Master.
第一节. Next, Master Zhang. You need only send men to spread a rumor near the church that someone has returned from a smallpox-stricken area. Within days, panic will sweep through Changsha.
By then, whether Ding Jinsui is truly infected will no longer matter. The Americans certainly won't let him remain in the church. Exactly. But there is still one problem. How do we get them to sign? And sending Jinsui to Puji Hospital.
I'll take care of that.
That is... smallpox! It is smallpox! This man has smallpox! Everyone, run! Run! Ha! Run! Get out of here!
I am telling you, I am an American! Who says I have smallpox?
Who are you?
Take him away.
Let go of me!
Zhang Qishan, you've set up a private prison and detained an American citizen. That is a capital offense. Let me out. Let me out.
Shout as loudly as you like. No one will ever know you are here.
What is your connection to Yoshiyuki Hatoyama? What is he doing in the Otherworld Tower? Why did he capture Wu Laogou? Where are they now? Speak!
Zhang Qishan, don't think you can frighten me. I've seen every filthy trick the palace had to offer. I am an old man. I can't withstand much. If I die, the Americans will come after you.
Back home, we have a special torture technique. With it, I can crush your skull with one hand. Once the skull begins to crack, no matter how strong your will, you won't be able to endure the pain. From this moment on, you'll feel as though your skull is clamped in a giant iron vise. Your head will feel like a balloon being pumped full, swelling from the inside out. You'll hear a series of popping sounds. Those are your blood vessels bursting one by one.
Zhang Qishan! You are insane! You think I am afraid?
I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. I never wanted dealings with the Japanese. Back then, they claimed to support the Qing, waving the banner of loyalty to the emperor. And what happened? They forced the court to cede land and pay indemnities. Such treacherous people. How could I ever trust them?
How did you make contact?
Totori.
Yoshiyuki Hatoyama's superior, Tori Totori,
came to me himself.
Beneath Changsha, there is a secret place of immense importance. My men are trapped there. Zhang Qishan, who leads the Mystic Nine, killed all our agents. I need a Chinese contact above ground.
I am an American. Why should I help you?
The Americans want nothing from China, but its markets and the profits they can extract. Stay with them, and you only scrape by, never able to truly rise in the world, but the Empire of Japan. Once this land itself, sooner or later, it will all be ours. Help me now. And one day you'll stand above the rest. Otherwise, once the dust settles, you'll still be a servant begging on your knees.
I am not a whole man. I'd had enough of being a servant. To rise above my station, a foreign passport alone would never be enough. I had to become a true master.
With the help of the Japanese, I bought Thai house to supply Hatoyama with provisions. There really were people beneath Changsha. Remarkable. I later learned his name was Yoshiyuki Hatoyama.
What else did Hatoyama tell you about the Otherworld Tower?
He spoke little, explained nothing, and only gave orders. I simply obeyed. Actually, you needn't concern yourselves too much with that tower. It is merely a decoy. Hatoyama's true destination is never the Otherworld Tower.
It is the end of the underground river.
You know about the underground river? How did you find out?
Where does it end? Tell me.
Xiangxi. I only know it is somewhere in Xiangxi. Everything they did was to reach that place.
What is in Xiangxi? Does it have something to do with the Otherworld Patriarch? Or Yin Changsha? What is Hatoyama really after?
I don't know. I just worked all that out myself. I am no fool.
What about Unit 401?
Hatoyama arranged that too. He gave me some pills that make people obey.
Go on.
I believe it was magic, and he mastered it, gaining divine powers to read fate and glimpse heaven's secrets. Perhaps he can hear this very conversation right now.
You must know more than that.
After working with Yoshiyuki Hatoyama all these years, I discovered long ago the secret behind the tower's magic. Yet he always said it wasn't magic, but science.
What nonsense!
How does the magic work? Tell me, and you may yet redeem yourself.
Zhang Qishan, you think far too highly of yourself. Since I know how the magic works, I can reverse time itself! I am leaving. Zhang Qishan, farewell.
Come here!
Sir, we're past the checkpoint. Now tell me, why did you pay to join our caravan?
Well, these are troubled times, and bandits are everywhere. Traveling with you is safer.
You expect me to believe such nonsense? Get lost!
Sir, well, I'll be honest with you. You just seemed like a man I could trust.
Times are hard. But don't worry. Since I took your money, I'll keep your secret. I know Hankou well. Once we get there, I'll find you a few good places to hide.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Sir, may I ask? One more thing. Have you ever been to Xishan? I hear there is an old Taoist temple there.
I'd like to take a look. What a coincidence! Whenever we transport goods, we detour through Xishan to hunt for jars.
Hunt for jars?
That is right. That temple was built by the Otherworld Immortal. Legend says he could control time. So his followers devised a way to store treasures for a century. They sealed fine wine and tea in ritual jars and buried them at the temple. Then asked the patriarch to send them a century into the future. By the time they were unearthed, the wine would have aged for a century, and the tea would have become highly prized. That is why we often try our luck there. Sadly, most of what we find is worthless.
More visitors. Greetings, gentlemen.
Quite a crowd hunting for jars today. My friend, this area is ours. If you want to hunt, go over there.
What did the Zhang Qishan send you here to investigate? Why not tell your own fortune? And see how you'll die. Will you do it or not?
I will!
Well, how does it say you'll die?
As I say, I won't die.
Is that so? What exactly does it say?
The Master is compassionate.
Stay back. Master Zhang has been in a foul mood. Let him work it off.
Master Zhang.
Master Zhang. They work for Ding Qiansui there.
I thought so.
Master Zhang.
It hurts terribly.
Last time, you divined that if I treated you harshly, you'd escape disaster. Your prediction was right. Have you escaped it now?
Perhaps not yet.
的道别，抬头似乎是艳阳天，或许是最后的并肩。门外依旧春风，是谁一去匆匆？身在剧中，惊浪无声，谁独行冥冥之中？家国经年如梦，剧中有谁在等？含笑相送，再赴一场来日珍重。曾争分夺秒，只待破晓，情意长留，冤仇终报，宿命落网中，谁都无处可逃。生死如刀，也曾年少，有心同往海浪惊涛，留一点余火照前途飘摇。门外依旧春风，是谁一去匆匆？身在剧中，惊浪无声，谁独行冥冥之中？家国经年如梦，剧中有谁在等？含笑相送，再赴一场为缘。来日珍重。